Welcome to Feed Dump, where we are attaching things to other things. I am a coaxial connector. Joining me this week is BNC.
Stiff upper lip, chaps.
And an iPhone cable.
But not the new iPhone cable. The old one. The one you don't need.
A man from Maine who was searching for wild mushrooms ended his day by performing a C-section on a dead porcupine.
What
the
fuck?
Wait, he was doing this on a dead porcupine?
I feel as though he would have had a lot more difficulty attempting that on a live porcupine. What kind of mushrooms was he picking?
I just assumed it was the drugs kind.
I am so fucked on mushrooms, I'm just gonna cut open this porcupine. Good thing I brought this scalpel and sutures.
What if it was just a food baby?
Yeah, the last thing you want to say to a fat porcupine is, when are you due?
Okay, so the way that this went down is that he saw the porcupine get hit by a car, and then was like, that sucks. But, if I recall correctly, there's a mineral deposit in a porcupine's stomach that gets used in Chinese herbal medicine.
Who was he hoping to sell it to? He lives in Maine.
Lobster fisherman? I don't know much about Maine.
So he cut the porcupine open and was like, uh-oh, there's Babby. And he cut the umbilical cord and, massaged its little teeny heart, and now it's alive and actually doing fairly okay.
Wow, it's like the first time herbal medicine has actually ever saved a life.
The man is currently caring for the baby porcupine himself, but does plan to give it to a licensed wildlife rehabilitation center.
That's good. I feel like they would be more able to locate and dispense porcupine milk.
I don't think anyone's qualified to milk a porcupine.
Owing to the growing societal popularity of beards, you can now get facial hair transplants, which is exciting.
Wait, hold on. First thought. Where are they getting the hair from? You can't put head hair on your face. That would look weird. So it's basically pubes?
It's perfect. My chin is attractive to women, and I feel oh so breezy.
My question is, are people who have had a beard transplant barred from the international mustache and beard competitions? Because that seems like a performance-enhancing procedure.
That's discrimination.
So...
yeah?
That's natural?
How dare you?
An 8-year-old girl from South Carolina wants to make the official state fossil the woolly mammoth, which is just fine and was going ahead perfectly, but is now being held up by a South Carolina legislator that wants to amend that by making sure to give credit to God for creating the woolly mammoth.
What about this is not offensive?
So is this holding up any other legislation? Like, are they not going to be able to pass a parking bylaw until they give credit to God for creating cars?
And as it says in the book of Genesis, on the 4th day God created the El Camino, and if we do not credit our Lord as we put these parking bylaws into place, then I don't know what country I am living in, sir. I don't know if people from South Carolina talk like that, but I am.
So can they just pass a blanket law that says we give God credit for everything? Just leave us alone now?
And while it is wonderful that this 8-year-old wants to make this the official state fossil of South Carolina, it's still a little awkward because the reason that she wants to make it the state fossil is that one of the earliest remains of a woolly mammoth was found in South Carolina in 1725 by slaves.
That's the only part of that wasn't offensive, and now it is.
With Facebook Places and Foursquare and people checking in about where they are or the location they're tweeting from. It'd be really easy to, follow someone without them knowing. But a new app tells you how to avoid people. Split is for people who have just broken up and don't want to see each other anymore. And not only will it tell you, whoa, so-and-so's there, and they're coming towards you and you better watch out, it will also suggest escape routes to avoid awkward social situations.
I'm pretty sure I already heard about this one. I think it only works if you both have all your location information available, and possibly if you already both have the app, which I think means you probably just are fine avoiding each other, mutually.
So presumably if the two of you are mature enough to mutually install this app, what's the worst case scenario if you do meet? You're awkward for a little bit and then you leave? Oh, mine didn't ping.
Mine did. This was my escape route.
Also, you would need to allow the app to get this information through your Facebook, meaning you're still friends on Facebook. So, what? Just deal with it.
Can't you just stalk their Twitter feed the old-fashioned way to figure out where they are?
Or binoculars?
A team of bloodhounds?
an X-Pass this way.
We're going to wrap it up for this week. So remember, until next time, there may be better sources for news, but they don't have this, which is not a hat. It's a sled that has a little seal on it that looks like Parappa the Rappa, but I can probably still balance it on my head. So, yep. Other news sources don't have this. So go us. Ow.
Just like getting some mushrooms. Oh, porcupine.